So these other nations, what they do is they gather up together, they sit down, and they figure out plans how to cut off Israel from being a nation. Now we know that the only people in the world that don't have a nationality is who? We already know who it is. It's us. Because our heritage is not just bachata. It's not just knowing our king is not Romeo Santos. Right. You understand? That's not our king. But meanwhile, you got over there in DR, do you even know who the president of the Dominican Republic is? Yeah. Yo, you can look into it. I forgot his name, but his forefather, his father actually comes from Lebanon. He's not even Dominican himself. We got all these other presidents. You can look into the president of Mexico, right? All these other South American countries, all the people that's running those countries right now are not the people, are not their people. What they do is that they infiltrate our countries and they actually steal from our land. That's why when you go to Puerto Plata, you can't dig a hole in the city of Puerto Plata and find silver anymore. Because why? Because the Spaniards went over there, they took all that and they sent it back to Spain. That's why they're rich and we're poor. That's why we gotta leave DR to come over here para prosperar, to get ahead. That's why our fathers and our mothers come over here for a so-called better life. Right? Continue on that.
It says that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, right. For they have consulted together, right, with one consent. Right. They are confederate against thee, right. The tabernacles of Edom. The tabernacles of Edom.
He said the number one enemy of the Israelites is the tabernacles of Edom. Can you flip this sign over? We're going to show you the biblical nationalities of all these other nations, because you're not going to find white man in the Bible, right? You're not going to find a so-called Indian in the Bible, right? Or Arab in the Bible, right? You're going to find these names right here. Israel. You'll find Israel in the Bible, which means Yasharallah, which means Prince of the Power, 12 tribes. Now, he said the tabernacles of Edom. Edom will be the so-called white man today. Right. That's their biblical nationality, right? Go on.
Khan. It says the Ishmaelites.
And he said also the Ishmaelites, right? Ishmael, where's Ishmael? Right here. Ishmael will be right here, the Arabs, right? And you see all these Arabs too infiltrating the damn bodegas now. Before all these people came into our communities, it was always a Dominican or Puerto Rican running the bodegas. That's right. Now you have all these Arabs coming in, selling you Lucy's, right? Selling you all these things that's unclean for you, man. K2, pork. Right? What was that? Pork, right? Because if you didn't know, pork is actually a sin according to the Bible, man. Right. These people, all these people's job is to do literally, this whole thing is a matrix, literally. And everything is set up so that the 12 tribes of Israel don't know who they are in these last days. Right. Flip this sign over again one more time, Art. Because your true nationality, your true heritage, a Dominican, that just means dog of the Lord. You're literally calling yourself after white men. Remember, the Dominican friars were white men from Spain. Right. Simeon, your true nationality will be Simeon, which in the Hebrew, which means Shimaiwan, which means the Lord has heard my affliction. That has an actual meaning, right? So would you rather call yourself a Dominican, or would you rather call yourself an Israelite from the tribe of Simeon? Because with that word comes with power. Because remember, Israel means prince of the power. The Lord said He's calling you a prince from the tribe of Simeon, who the Lord has heard your affliction. So the Lord is always hearing your affliction. But what do you have to do for the Lord to hear your affliction? How do you? Right. Okay, I'm gonna show you, brother, because let me get Deuteronomy 28 and start at 15, right? Real quick. This won't take too much time. Hold Tobit, what I had. Tobit 3? Yeah. Give me. Okay. So you know about Moses, brother? You heard about Moses. What did Moses do?
Moses, I don't know how to explain it, but I know what he did.
So he pretty much he went to Egypt to do what? You seen the Prince of Egypt, the movie? All right. So you know Moses went over there. God chose Moses to go to Egypt to free his people, which are the Israelites. When you read the Bible, right? And he freed Israel, and he parted the Red Sea. Remember, he took the staff, bang, parted the Red Sea. They crossed over, and then they drowned all the Egyptians behind them. Right. So then at this point in the Bible, this is Moses speaking to the whole nation of Israel, because they were all together at this one time before they reached the land, their promised land. So this is Moses speaking, forming a contract between these people and the Most High God. Right? Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
So Moses is saying, if you don't hearken, meaning if you don't listen to God and keep his commandments, right? This is how he listens to you. This is how he learns and how he listens to deal with your affliction, how he can heal you, right? And we're going to show you all these things before you go.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come, upon thee and overtake thee.
He's saying it, but if you don't listen to God and if you don't keep his commandments, he's not going to heal your affliction. What he's going to do is he's going to put curses upon you instead. So instead of you doing what you're supposed to be doing, right, he's going to put curses on you. Now read 46.
Deuteronomy 28.
Actually, read verse 1.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now, if we listen to God diligently and do his commandments as a people, as a nation, as a whole, what's going to happen?
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
What?
Set thee on high above.
What?
Set thee on high.
The Lord is going to set us on high above who?
Above all nations of the earth.
Above who?
Above all nations of the earth.
But God created everybody equal.
Above all nations of the earth.
The Lord said, if we listen to God, because us as Israelites, we're God's chosen people.
That's right.
Right? But we're punished and we're afflicted today because we don't keep God's commandments. But if we would have kept the commandments, he would have put us above all nations of the earth. So when you see all these countries right here, African Americans, all the way down to the Mexicans, how are our people living on this earth today? Are we at the top of the top? Are we running the show? Are we in the United Nations making the calls, telling Israel stop the war? No. Where are we? We're at the bottom, man.
That's right.
Right? We're always the people, because if we were not at the bottom, how come we're always coming over here to following the same person who put us in slavery for a job? Right? Because when you got to go to get a passport, when you want to get your driver's license, when you want to get a loan for your car, you want that new 2024 Honda Civic, Type R version or whatever you like, and you go to the bank, who you got to talk to? A man in the suit, probably got blonde hair, blue eyes. You probably got a Dominican person, working, probably selling cars or whatnot. But the person who actually signed those papers for your loan, you know who it is. You know who it is, right? Let me get verse 46. And these curses, I'm gonna read you like 2 curses, right? Because there's a bunch of curses in here, and they all line up, and they all show you who the Israelites are today.
That's right.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 46.
Yeah.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So Moses is saying that these curses are gonna be a sign and upon thy seed forever, meaning the curses that I'm gonna read to you, they're gonna show you, because remember I told you that the brother read to you that you're gonna lose your heritage. So if we lost our heritage, if the Israelites don't know who they are today, how will we know who we are? God is gonna leave us signs, leave us a trail, a paper trail, a sign to be able to come back to him. And these are the signs that I'm gonna show you, or what the Lord is gonna show you, what God's gonna show you today, and bring you back to your nationality as a prince from the tribe of Simeon, man, and give you back your power so the Lord can start healing you in these last days. Because if you didn't know, we're living in the last days. Things about to pop off. World War III can pop off at any time, right? And you want to make sure that you and your household are in the good graces of the Most High God to be able to be saved from that fervent nuclear fire heat that's coming to America, coming real soon, man. Let me get verse
47. Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness.
Right. And because the Israelites didn't want to serve the Lord their God with joyfulness, go on.
And with gladness of the heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. Which serve thine enemies.
He said, because the Israelites didn't want to serve their Lord thy God, they didn't want to serve God and keep the commandments with a joyful heart, right? Con gana, right? He's just said that he's gonna put us, or put the Israelites, to serve their enemies. They're gonna have to serve another people,
which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
And he's gonna send these enemies, and you're gonna serve them you're gonna have to go to them in hunger and in thirst. So when you're hungry or when you're thirsty, when you want to go to buy something at McDonald's, or when you want to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, what people be running these establishments? The top boss. Who's the top boss? Who's the CEO of McDonald's? I know we got our people working there flipping the burgers, but who's the top boss of McDonald's, man? You know who it is, but I know. But hey, you don't gotta be scared, man. It's a white man, man. We all know this, man.
That's right.
Even when you want to go to get damn Chinese food, man, you gotta go to the Chinese man.
That's right.
Right? You want to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, you probably see an Arab or a Lebanese person behind the counter doing that stuff, man.
Right.
Go on. And in thirst, he said. So when that Poland Spring bottle that brothers be buying, right? And remember that all these springs, shalom, brother, all these water springs, fountains that you see in America was owned by the Native Americans.
That's right.
And then what happened? Hey, the white man came, they took it over, and now they own the springs. So now they take that water and they give you it and they sell it to you. But meanwhile, if it was the Native Americans, they would have gave it to you for free. But now they taking that bottle and they taxing you now. Go on.
And in want of all, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
He said even in nakedness, so even the clothes on your back, that Nike windbreaker, those Nike Jordans or whatever, man. Even if Jordan put his name on it, who you think actually owns Nike? Well, the white man, man. And if you didn't know, Nike is actually a Greek god. Yeah, Nike is actually a Greek god. You can look into it. So these people put all these things, all these satanic symbolism behind what they do as well, right? Starbucks too. Starbucks is a damn ancient god or something, man. That woman that's on there with the damn mermaid, that's a god. That's idolatry, man. So they're making you serve them, and not only serve them, but actually serving idols as well by doing these things, right? But we don't know these things, but that's why we gotta come out here and show our people, man. So even in nakedness, the clothes on your back, the cotton, because the brothers that was over here picking cotton over here in North America when they brought the slaves, because they're our brothers too. The so-called African Americans will actually be from the tribe of Judah. Those are our brothers too, right? Even though you see us killing ourselves day in and day out, right? Shooting each other, right? Because that's why they do, man. They put all these things upon us so that we can hate each other. So we don't know who we are these last days, man. Right? Go on that. And it said, and in want of what?
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. So he's saying for everything you need, like we was going over before, you want a passport, you want a bank account, you want a what? You want a license, you want a car loan. What was that? House loan for everything, man. You want a passport to go back to your own country, you gotta go to the white man, man. That's crazy. Go on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Not only that, he's gonna put a yoke of iron upon your neck. So you see these signs down here. So when you actually go and dive deep into the history of the so-called African American and Native Americans, they actually, when they had us in slavery, they had yokes of iron upon our neck. This is God. This right here was written over 2,000 years ago. None of those things happened until what? Until 1492 and until what happened with Christopher Columbus and when the white man put everybody in slavery or put us into slavery. We were the only people with yokes of iron on your neck. You can go on your phone right now and Google yoke of iron. You're gonna see our people with yokes of iron on their neck. That's why God is showing you these signs so that he can make a clear distinction of who he's talking about.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
And he's not going to take those yokes of iron off our neck until he had us destroyed, meaning spiritually and mentally destroyed. Not until we forgot our nationality. You understand? While when you watch movies about slavery, you see when they whipping their back because they didn't pick enough cotton or they didn't pick enough gold, right? And they would whip our back and whip it over and over again until we forgot our real name.
That's right.
And they were like, yo, your name is gonna be Toby now, right? Or whatever, Richard or whatever the name, whatever damn name they gave you, and you forgot your real true name, right? Go on.
Therefore, Salakia, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
This is what the Lord's gonna do, right?
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
So the Lord said that he's gonna bring a nation from far. Go on.
From the end of the earth.
From the other side of the world, man. So, you know any history about DR? Yeah, so Christopher Columbus, from Spain to DR, that's on the other side of the world, right? So the Lord said he's going to bring a nation from afar. Go on.
From the end of the earth.
From the end of the earth.
As swift as the eagle flies.
What?
As swift as the eagle flies.
As swift as the eagle flies. So the Lord is telling you what nationality is going to come from afar as swift as the eagle flies. Now, when you look at this flag, you go into this flag. What flag is this? You know, the Spain. Now, this is the flag that they were flying on them boats when they landed on the island of Quisqueya. You know that DR was called Quisqueya before it was called Española. Quisqueya actually is a Hebrew word that means Madre de toda la tierra. Right? So now you know a little bit of history of your country. But this is the flag that they came with, man. And what animal it got on there? It's an eagle. Right? What animal represents the United States of America? What animal represents the Roman and the Greek Empire, or the Roman Empire? Where's that thing at? Right here? Oh yeah, right here. So you see, America, remember, Edom would be the so-called white man. Remember that? Edom. Right? So we got America, the eagle. Russia, you know they're also white people, the eagle. Nazi Germany, the eagle. Rome, the eagle. The Vatican, right? The eagle. Edom. This is Edom. All these people come from here.
That's right.
This ancient ancient people right here is called Edom. And their representation, they always represented themselves as the eagle since the ancient days. That's why they're still rocking the eagle on the back of that dollar bill you got in your pocket, or if you got a dollar bill. Right, go on.
As swift as the eagle flies, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
And the Lord said, your God said that you're not going to understand their language. They're going to come and they're going to give you another language. Right? Because what language? Because remember, Quisqueya is Hebrew. Taino. What language were the Tainos speaking in Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico? Yay, right here. Where's that flyer at? Yeah, Khan. Lift that up for me, Akbar, because Shah. So these rocks right here, I know it's a little blurry, but you can actually look into it. These rocks and stones and tablets were found in, what was that at? In Guayanilla, Puerto Rico. So remember, the Tainos in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic were speaking the same language, right? So they had dialects of Hebrews on these stones when they found them in the caves. So if the Tainos were speaking Hebrew before Christopher Columbus landed over there and switched up the whole thing over there and switched up their whole style, right, through oppression and through slavery, what does that make them if they were speaking Hebrew? That would make them what? That will make them the Israelites, brother. And aren't you descendant of those same people? Absolutely. Even though you're not speaking their language, but if you go back and you take a time machine to the island of Quisqueya 500 years ago, you would find people that look just like yourself.
That's right.
And they was gonna speak Hebrew, but you're over there the only one speaking Spanish. They'd be like, yo, this guy look like us, but how come he's speaking what the hell? What the hell is going on? You're the only one who's gonna speak Spanish on that island, brother. Right. But they were speaking Hebrew, man. That's your language and that's your nationality, that's your heritage, man.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young.
So when they went over there, they didn't care if you was old or if you was young, you was going into slavery. And they especially what they did was they killed the older people, the elders. Why? Because they had that knowledge, they have the wisdom of their ancient past, their past. They held on those traditions. So what they did was they cut down the elders and they put all the young people into slavery. And throughout the generations, they will start forgetting who they are.
That's right.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep until he have destroyed thee.
So he said that he's not going to leave you not one little granito, not nothing, until you were destroyed. He took everything that was over there. He took all the plata. He took all the oro, the gold that was in the yard, right? He said he wasn't going to leave you not nothing, not even a little bit of oil.
Right.
Right? And then when it goes to a little bit of oil, not even no wisdom, no knowledge of understanding who you are. Nothing. Leaving no paper trail behind. But the Lord said that what? That he was going to give you signs to come back to him and how to take away your affliction. Right? Right? I know I said I wasn't going to take too much of your time, but now if all these things happen to Israel, right? He says that these curses were going to fall upon his people in the last days. Because remember, this was written over 2,000 years ago. But this history that we just read happened not too long ago, really, when you really think about it. Right? This was within the midst of 400 years. So if this happened to his people, right? But it happened to us. What does that make us? It makes us what? It makes us the Israelites, brother.
That's right.
Right? It makes you an Israelite from the tribe of Simeon, man.
Right.
Right? You're not a dog of the Lord. You're not a Dominican friar. You don't belong to the Catholic Church. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Simeon, brother. Right? Remember, Israel means prince of the power. You're a prince who has power with God.
That's right.
And Simeon means Shammai in the Hebrew, which means Lord has heard my affliction. Right now, I'm going to teach you real quick. I'm going to give you a couple verses how to teach you how to have the Lord hear your affliction. Slakia. Let me get that in Tobit 3. Tobit 3, start at verse 2. Let me get...
Start at 2. Find the book of Tobit, chapter 3, starting at 2. O Lord, thou art just in all thy works. It say, and all thy ways are merciful and truth.
What is this Bible?
It say, all thy ways are merciful and truth.
Right now, all thy ways of God in this Bible are merciful and they're truth when you apply wisdom and when you actually keep the commandments.
That's right.
Now, what happened is that man took the Bible and they made like 20 different religions out of it. They made Christianity, they made Catholicism, they made Seventh-day Adventists, they made, what else is there? Jehovah's Witnesses, man. Christianity, they have like Baptist church, they have all these different religions to steer our people away from the truth.
That's right.
Right? But what happened is that our people don't like to read. Now, you got young men in their early 20s, even brothers over here in their 50s, late 50s. Hey man, and they actually got down, they actually started reading their Bible, and they started realizing that what they teaching their people in Sunday church is not the truth.
That's right.
Right? Continue on that.
It says, and thou thou judgest truly and justly forever. Remember me and look on me. Punish me not for my sins and ignorance and the sins of my fathers and the sins of my fathers.
Right, because we're paying for the sins of our fathers. Right. Believe it or not, even though you might think that, oh, I had nothing to do, even though our forefathers went off, and that's why we went into slavery and all those things, because our forefathers, they was serving idols. If you go into the history of the Tainos and DR, man, they had a god of hurricane, so that they wouldn't hit by the hurricane. So they were serving this god, giving them tribute, giving them ofrendas, things like that they shouldn't be doing. That's why God put us in slavery. Right, go on.
It says, who have sinned before thee, for they obeyed not the commandments. Wherefore thou hast delivered us for a spoil. For a spoil.
Right, because our forefathers didn't obey the voice of the Lord thy God. Tobit is saying, hey, he delivered us for a spoil. Meaning what? That the Lord just delivered us and the nations did whatever the hell they wanted with us. That's why we don't know who we are today. Go on.
And unto captivity.
And unto what?
And unto captivity.
What happened to Israel?
And unto captivity.
And he put us in slavery. Go on.
And unto death.
Right.
For a proverb.
Wait, what?
For a proverb of reproach to all the nations among whom we are dispersed.
And for a proverb and a reproach. So now a proverb is like a wise saying. So like someone will come up to you, or a white person be like, oh yeah, Dominicans, they just eat rice and beans. They don't know nothing about us, but they know that we like rice and beans. So, oh yeah, all they know us is for rice and beans, bachata, plátano, or you know what I'm saying? It's true though. Honestly, it's kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of funny, it's kind of not funny, but that's what the other nations look at us, like a joke. They look at us like a joke. It's funny, but it's actually really not funny. Go on.
It says, and how thy judgments are many and true. Deal with me according to my sins and my fathers, because we have not kept thy commandments.
Why did we go into slavery?
Because we have not kept thy commandments. Neither have we walked in truth before thee.
Because we kept not the commandments, brother, and because we did not walk in truth in the eyes of the Lord. Right now, we're gonna show you how to walk in truth with the eyes of the Lord, brother. All right, this won't take too long. I know I said that a couple times, but it'll be quick. It'll be quick. So you know what sin is, brother? What is sin, brother?
Sin is like, es como pecado.
But if I was like, this your wife? That's your wife, brother. That's your wife, brother. Come on, brother. That's your wife, brother. I mean, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but according to the Bible, gotta give it to you, brother. I gotta tell you. But once you lay with a woman, you have sex with a woman, that's your wife.
That's it.
Right? You can do what you want with that, but I had to warn, I had to tell you what it is, the truth. But anyways, so sin is, so if someone was to come up to you and be like, hey brother, what's sin? So how do I know I'm in sin? Yeah. I got you, brother. The Bible tells you. Let me get it first.
That's right.
It's the book of 1 John 3 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
What the Lord say?
For sin is the transgression of the law.
The Lord said that sin is when you break the laws of God.
That's right.
So you have to know the laws of God to know that you're in sin, right? Because you love God, right? Ultimately, you love God. Even though you know you're not perfect, you know we go off. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, our people, they have a zeal, like they're zealous about God, even though they're not doing it in the right ways, right? Let me get some commandments for the brother, right? Brothers, just shoot out some commandments for the brother, right? Let me get the dietary law first. Yeah, or whatever. Right? You know any commandments?
Thou shalt not kill.
Okay, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, okay. Okay, you can't covet, meaning you can't like be wanting what they want or what they have or try to take what they got. Okay. Okay. I got you. So we all know like the church be saying like 10 commandments. They got the 10 commandments: honor your father, your mother, right? Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make any idols of wood and stone, right? Silver or gold, things like that, right? So now when you keep reading, there's actually more than 10 commandments, okay? Now we're gonna read you some of those. Because there's some commandments that you're already keeping without even knowing. Like, I'm sure you never killed nobody before. Lord willing, you did it. I mean, I don't know, but Lord willing, you haven't killed nobody before, right?
Nobody gonna tell you if they did.
Well, I mean, hey, but if you did, man, hey, you can still repent. You can still repent and get right with God, man. Because, hey, the Lord didn't come back yet. You're still in the grace period.
That's right. That's right.
Let me get this.
The book of the book of Leviticus chapter 11 starting at 7. And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
You know what swine is?
Pig.
There you go. Pig.
Though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he chewed not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
Right, go on.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and of their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you.
So the Lord said that pork, pig, he said it's unclean unto you. You can't eat it, right? You can't eat the bacon. You can't eat penne. He said salami, pepperoni. What else we got?
Salami's pork.
Ham.
Longanista,
Chicharrón.
chicharrón. Nah, but you got chicharrón de pollo, right? All that stuff that our people love to eat, man. And you know what? And our people weren't even eating that. You know that in DR there wasn't no pig before the Spaniards came over there? They brought that over there, bro. Where do you think the pig is gonna come from? They're gonna swim over there? With damn pigs just popping out of the ground. I'm a pig now, I'm here. You can eat me. Nah. It had to come from somewhere, man.
That's right.
And you know why? Because the Spaniards brought it over there.
That's right.
And they used that because it was a cheap meat. And it's still cheap to this day.
That's right.
That's why everybody goes straight to the ham and pork chops because it's more comely to them because it's cheaper than buying lamb, right? Or buying beef.
That's right.
Hold on, brother, real quick. Let me finish this off and then I got you. Right, go on. Oh, what's your question?
Well, is it okay to eat lamb and bison?
Yes, sir. It is okay to eat lamb and
I
bison.
want to try lamb and everything. I had my opinions on it, but my opinions changed.
It's actually
and everything.
one of the best meats you can eat.
Right.
Does it taste good? Because I never tasted it.
No, it's one of the best meats you can eat.
Does it taste good though?
It tastes wonderful, brother. It tastes great.
One of these days I'm gonna try me some lamb
Yeah, you should, brother.
and everything. Because I had an opinion on lamb.
Right?
In my building,
Right.
I'm not racist, but they had Africans. I think y'all call them the Hamites.
Hamites,
They had
yeah.
this strong smell of incense
Right.
and everything. I thought it was coming from lamb and goat, and I said I don't want to ever touch that meat and everything. Somebody's telling me, no, that's a specific type of people. They from Senegal, and they from Gambia, and it's incense and perfumes.
All
so
right.
I'm willing to try some lamb.
Try it, brother. Try
But I
it
don't know what it tastes like. I want some lamb and some bison.
It tastes good, though. Try it.
In verse 9, it say, these shall ye eat that are all there in the waters. It's like it. They are all in the waters.
Right, so God is gonna give you animals that you can eat, but besides the pork, you can eat like beef, like what the brother said, lamb, bison, chicken, turkey. right? You got turkey salami. It tastes way better than pork salami, bro. You got turkey pepperoni, right?
Beef bacon.
You got beef bacon, right? Go on. Because remember, the pig just eats everything, bro.
Right.
The pig is full of diseases and damn gusanos, man. Right? When you go to a store right now and take a raw piece of pork chop, pour some Pepsi or Coca-Cola over it, give it like 5 minutes, and you're gonna see like little worms coming out of there, bro. Maggots, yes, bro.
Right.
Stay away from that pork, brother. It's not good for you.
That's right.
Con, verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So the Lord said that whatever you eat from the waters has to have fins and it has to have scales, which is what? Just fish. Just fish. It has to be fish, like salmon, tilapia. You can eat tilapia. Some brothers won't get into tilapia because sometimes they be saying, nah, it's farm raised and it's like, but it's still a clean animal. I mean, technically you can still eat it, but I'm not gonna say no. You got red snapper. You got all these fishes with scales and fins, man.
That's right.
But it says whatever does not have fins and scales.
It say, and all that have not fins nor scales, in the seas and in the rivers, and that of all that move in the waters, or any living thing which are in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
He said that everything else that's not a fish, that does not have fins and scales, it's an abomination.
That's right.
An abomination is something that's... Abomination is like detested. Like God is like, he detests that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see a cockroach crawling in your bed, you're like, "Ay!" You're not gonna sit there and damn caress the cockroach. You're gonna jump out of there and go crazy trying to smack that thing, man. Trying to kill it. Because you don't know if you're gonna see that cockroach again tonight. You don't want to sleep in that damn bed with the cockroach, man. It's detestable, man. It's an abomination. That's what the Lord is saying about all the other things that doesn't have fins and scales. Like what? Shrimp. What?
I love me some shrimp.
Crabs. Lobster.
Crawfish.
I
Crawfish.
don't know about no crawfish, but
Catfish.
Oysters. Catfish.
catfish gotta have fins. Scales.
Nah, it doesn't have scales.
It don't have scales.
It's a slimy fish. It don't have no scales.
Shark.
Octopus, right? What the damn call it? We call it calamari, right? All that, the Lord said is an abomination, man.
You talk about me,
You
I
got
like
Isaiah
lobster,
66?
crab, and shrimp.
Okay, come on.
But I got money.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 13. The Lord hateth all abominations. The Lord hateth all abominations, and they that fear the Most High love it not.
And they that, you fear the Most High, you fear God.
Yes.
You say, hey, if you fear God, you ain't not gonna love abominations.
Right.
And the Lord said that those things and those waters that don't have fins and scales is an abomination. That pork is an abomination.
Right.
The Lord made all creatures on the earth perfect in the eyes of the Lord, but what happened is that Lord made those creatures specifically for a specific job, not to eat. That's why all our waters, the Hudson River, is defiled, man. All the Hudson River, you would be able to drink out of the Hudson River during the times that the dang Native Americans were running over here, man. But now are you gonna take a cup and drink out of the Hudson River? Hell no, man. You might take a damn bucket and pull out a damn baby diaper out of there, man. Or a damn IV needle, man. Right? Real quick, brother. Real quick. Okay, I got you. Let me finish with this, brother, and then we got you. Yeah, Isaiah 66, right? Because, look, listen. Those shrimp, crabs, and lobsters, they're like a filter of the sea. They filter out the water. They clean the waters, right? Right? Do you have a filter in your house to filter out the water? Are you gonna take that filter from the sink and suck that filter out of the water from that filter? No. Why? Because the filter does what? It takes out the contaminants that's in there. You're not gonna go in there and suck the damn water out of that filter. That's the same thing that we're doing when we're eating these shrimp, crabs, and lobsters.
That's right. That's right.
I know it's crazy, but it's the truth. When you actually go into the biology of these animals, man. Right, you have some? Oh yeah, Isaiah 66.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 66, starting at 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebukes with flames of fire. His rebukes with flames of fire.
The Lord's coming back. He's not coming back with hugs and kisses. He's not coming back to give you a back massage, to tell you how you doing, brother, how was your day, rub your back a little bit. You all right, brother? Burp you. Right, go on.
For by fire and by his sword, will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. It say, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden behind one's tree, in the midst eating swine's flesh.
If you come back, if the Lord coming back, when the Lord comes back and he finds you eating swine's flesh, right? He's gonna destroy you.
That's right.
And the abomination.
And the what?
And the abomination.
And the abominations. What are the abominations? Shrimp, crab, lobster. Remember, he said it was abominable to him, man. It's detestable, man. Right? He's gonna cut you down in that day, man.
And the mouse shall be consumed together.
And the mouse, because you know we got some people out here eating mice, man.
Who eats mice?
You know Chinese people be eating everything, man.
That's right.
They be eating bats, dogs, cats. You go to those Chinese restaurants over there, I'm pretty sure they're feeding you something off in there. There's gotta be one meat in there that's off as hell, man.
Well,
That's right.
I haven't ate Chinese food in a long time.
Yeah, Popeyes, man. Popeyes,
Yeah, you see
they be
that?
feeding you rats in there, bro. Yo, we saw a video, man, they found a fried rat.
Fried rat.
The damn tail was still sticking out of the damn batter, man.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild, bro. But hey, man, we out here because we love our people, man. Because we're trying to warn you, right? Because remember, we're living in the last days, brother. Right? We got 2 more commandments for you, right? That was the dietary law, right? We got 2 more commandments before you go. Look at that.
It's the book of Exodus 35 and verse 2. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
All right, so God is saying the 7th day of the week is a Sabbath day. He said you can't work, you can't do nothing on that day. You can't buy, you can't sell on that 7th day. What day do you think that is, the Sabbath day?
I think that's supposed to be a holy day when you're supposed to sleep.
Nah, you're not supposed to sleep. You're supposed to reverence the Most High. It's a day. It's the Lord's day. You gotta keep that day holy. So anything that you meditate on, anything that comes out of your mouth, has to be not your own words.
That's right.
It has to be about God, right? You got that precept? Count the water. All right. So the Sabbath day, you know what the Sabbath day is? Well, no. When you go into any calendar, the calendar, you go into the Mayan calendar, any calendar you can find, man. The first day of the week will be Sunday, actually, and the last day of the week will be Saturday, right? You got that chart? Come on. Now, when you actually translate, what was that? You heard that before, right? Now, when you actually translate Saturday into Spanish, it's Sábado, right? Sábado is Sabbath. That's what it means. If you didn't know that, it's Sabbath. Now you see all right here, you got all the way in the right, you got Sabbath in English. Now in the middle, you got the translation. In the left, you got the countries that it translates to, right? So even when you go into Spanish, the Sabbath is Sábado. Right? So Saturday will be the 7th day of your week, brother. All right? And you have to keep it holy. Right? I know our people are used to getting paid on that Friday. You get that Friday check, or you got the direct deposit on Thursdays. You're already making plans of what you're gonna buy on Saturday when you got time to go out, right? But you gotta try to keep that. I know it's hard, but all the brothers up here started doing it, man. The Lord starts hearing your affliction, man. You start seeing changes in your life, man. The Lord actually starts to bless you, man. And actually, the people actually, when you go into it in statistics, people actually die the most on Saturdays.
That's right.
Right? Because people are out here on Saturdays doing things that they're not supposed to be doing.
Right.
I guarantee you there's more killings out here in the Bronx than any other day of the week than on Saturday.
That's right.
Believe it or not, you can look these things up. We looked it up. We know these things.
That's right.
Right? Because they're out here doing what? Smoking hookah at the bar, right? Someone might look at your woman a kind of way, you're like, yo, what the and then things starts popping off, man. Someone's dying that night because someone looked at your girl, right? Or someone stepped on your damn $300 Jordan sneakers, man. Special editions, man. Someone dying tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but these things happen, man. It's the truth. It's funny, but yo, these things actually happen. Right? Go on that. Right? So the 7th day will be Saturday, right? You can't buy it, you can't work, you can't buy and sell, right? You work on Saturday, switch your schedule up. You know, tell your boss, hey, because of my religion, I keep the Sabbath day, they have to honor it.
That's right.
They don't honor it and they fire you, you can actually sue them for that.
That's right.
Right?
Verse 3, you shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
Yeah, and you can't cook. So whatever you got to do for that Saturday, you got to prepare. Make sure you prepare everything before that sun goes down on Friday, right? Because according to popular, contrary to popular belief, right? Because the white man changed times and laws and whatnot. Now he got you thinking that time starts at what? In the middle of the night, 12 o'clock in the morning. How is a day gonna switch when half the country's asleep? Like, how would you know that the day changes? Because what? Because it says 12 o'clock? Were the tiny little Indians having a damn Apple Watch? It's like, all right, it's 12 o'clock, all right, it's a new day. Nah, so how would they know it's a new day? What'd you say? It says sunrise? No, when the sun goes down. Yeah, that's a new day. When that sun goes down tonight, that actually ends today and it starts the new day. Right? We're gonna show you that. Leviticus 23 and 32. We're gonna show you that. Right? Yeah. What was that? Oh, okay, come on. It says right here, analysis of 39 million deaths between 1999 and 2004 found that there is one day of the week where you are most likely to die. Saturday. That's the white man telling you that. Yeah. Right? Now read this real quick. Right? Now we're gonna show you out of the mouth of God that the Sabbath starts right when the sun goes down on Friday.
The book of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 32. It say, it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th month at even. From even unto even. From even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath.
So from evening unto evening, meaning from sundown to sundown, de tarde a tarde, that's when you celebrate your time, your Sabbath. That's for any day of the week, not just for the Sabbath. But now, you know, the man changed everything, but according to God, it's from sundown to sundown. All right, brother? There's more on that Sabbath? Right? God, so on the Sabbath, what can't you do on the Sabbath? You can't prepare your food before the sun goes down Friday, because remember, your Sabbath starts Friday sundown, right? And you can't what? You can't buy, you can't sell, you can't use money on the Sabbath, brother. Remember, it's the Lord's day. The Lord said he created everything in what? The 7th day he rested. So are we more than God? Are we higher than God to be like, it's the Lord's day? Nah, I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's kind of crazy though when you think about it. The Lord rested on the 7th day. So what makes us higher than God to be like, you know? Who are we to say that we're gonna do whatever we want on the Sabbath day and start working on the Sabbath? So you gotta think about that, right? Let me get Numbers 15 and 38, and we're gonna finish off with that. And then I'm gonna pass it on to the next mighty brother. Yo. Numbers 15:38, right? I got one more commandment, brother, for you, and then I'm gonna end it off with this because my time is up, right?
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Who's the children of Israel, brother? That's us, that's right. That's
right. And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. Make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
The Lord said to make them fringes in the borders of the garment. These will be fringes right here. These tassels you see right here. The brother got the orange, brother got the brother got the double right here. Brother got the black and gray. Got the brother over there with the white or cream. Brother got all black. Brother got all types of different color fringes, right? Go on. Okay, Khan, yeah, these are the Native Americans back then too. And I have more pictures too to show proof that they wore fringes with the border of blue at the bottom. Right? And you can look into these things, man. Right?
Khan say, make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So the fringes can be any color, but they gotta have that ribbon of blue. Right? And now God's gonna tell you what that actually means, what it represents.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and to remember all the commandments of the Lord,
all the commandments of the Lord,
and do them, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart, and your own eyes which you use to go a-whoring.
So they're a physical reminder to you to keep the commandments. Not only that, that's part of your heritage. That's your dress code right there. That's right. That's how you know, man, I'm a prince, but I got power with God, man. Right. From the tribe of Simeon, man. Right? Right. What's your nationality, brother, before you go? From what tribe, brother? That's right. That's right. Hey, brother, give the brother a flyer, man.
Simeon?
Get the butterfly. Get the butterfly. All praise to the Most High God, man. Yeah, man. But my time is up, man. Don't ever forget that, brother.
That's right.
Right. The brother got the flyer. They got the commandments that I gave you on the back. We got videos up there that we upload with breakdowns and stuff like that. Hey, man, look into your history, but we got a lot of good information on there. A lot of good breakdowns, man. Because I know you never heard this before, man. Yeah. All praise. It's your heritage, brother. You're an Israelite, brother, all right?
That's right.
That's right. All right, brother. I got you. I'm going to switch it up to the next mighty speaker, though. My time is up, brother. Let me get Revelation 22 and 12. I'm going to close out with that, and then the next mighty speaker is going to further edify the people, man. And then you can ask your question, brother, okay?
Come the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be.
Only by faith.
To give every man according as his work shall be.
According as his works shall be, man. Faith shall do you well, but it follows by what? By your works, man. Your works is what's gonna follow you, man. Your works is what's gonna gonna give you what kind of judgment that you deserve, man. Whether it's the kingdom or nuclear fire that's coming on this earth, man.
That's right. I am Alpha and Omega.
Who's the Lord?
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
What the Lord say?
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
What Yahweh say?
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, man. That's right. Right? Blessed are they. It does not say blessed are they who live by faith in Jesus Christ. That's right. It says the Lord said it. Jesus Christ said it. Yahweh said it. Blessed are they that do his commandments, man. That's right. You cannot switch the word. This is the last page of the Bible, man.
Right. That's right.
You cannot switch God's words, man. This is the word of God. This is the Lord speaking.
That's right.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, man. And with that, I want to give all honor and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And with that, Kum Yashala. Kum Yashala. Kum Yashala. Kum Yashala. Amen. Death to America, man.